Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey y'all, what's up? What it do? Thank you for tuning in, and please hold your seats because we got a great show for y'all tonight. Me and my homegirl Erin, we're gonna let y'all know about the What's Going Down episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 18, episode 11. Please help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Hello, aunties and unks. Thank you for having me.
Of course. This month, y'all, if you didn't know, we're celebrating Women's Month. All versions of women. Hello? Okay? We are so proud of these ladies. They are doing their best because their best is good enough. How you doing, mamas? I know it's been a little stressful all week. I know for me today, oh my God.
Listen, you know what? Dealing with middle school parents is worse than dealing with these bitches on the stage roasting each other. I gotta play the politics and the etiquette and the passive aggressive and the beat bop. I'm like, I wish we could just all get up here and do a parental roast. I would I would call in some big guns. And I would let the arrows fly because it was awkward city at a party pickup for a bunch of 12-year-olds. Oh, I'd rather have drag queen mess than middle school mess. Shout out to any of our listeners that are still dealing with the politics of parenting.
Bless y'all. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How about you? You had services
Girl,
letting you down. Professional
customer
services.
Customer service just ain't what it used to be. Don't tell and the thing I hate the most is we gotta pay for it and then get a refund. Oops, sorry, because they didn't produce what they agreed to. It's called a breach of a contract. It's called services not rendered. Therefore, if you don't return the money, then it's called stealing, and that becomes a criminal offense. But the whole process is wonky. They're not up to date with anything. You got to wait till a certain day until the paperwork goes through. Who still has paperwork?
There's some customer service. Well, we know what you would be roasting tonight. We know what you would be roasting. That would be another great subject for a bunch of customer service roasting, because boy, there are like the cable company, like freaking, right? They all have. Here, I'm going to tell you about a policy we have that is going to make you so mad you're going to lose it. You're being recorded. And listen, Erin is close to Karen, but I try to never be one. But sometimes I really do feel like, oh, let me speak to your manager.
When it's necessary. Hell, I was recently. Hello.
Yes. If you don't even show up, oh yeah, we were just about to call you after the window of service time, so you waited for nothing. Shout out to all our listeners who have suffered through customer service recently too.
As we call it, I was fixing to call you. Fixing to. Girl, ooh, they lucky they caught me in 2026 and not 2006. Because 2006, it would have been a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Ooh, they lucky. Anybody out there ever had these issues? Let us
I'm
know. We
sure.
love to hear from you.
We know these are universal truths, you know.
Anybody grown had to have at least one. These doggone cell phone companies, that's about 8 altogether right there. It's at least 8 of y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. But the night is turning out a lot more pleasant than earlier today. You know, especially talking about these heifers. Girl, it was good. I like that. Of course, another incomparable woman to celebrate. Not Alicia, but Alyssa Edwards of the Drag Race world. She won the world. Uh, please help me out, sis. What's the thing? The World Cup?
I believe it was UK versus the world 2,
Thank
or
you.
Canada versus the world 2. I cannot remember. I don't watch the versus the world ones. There's a lot of Drag Race out now, and respect to all of it. But
Girl, so
anyway,
many. Girl, I
it was
can't
one
keep
of,
up.
I think it, yes. So I think it was UK versus UK or Canada, and she won.
And she represented USA.
Yes, yes, and
That's right.
she's been destined for a crown probably for a long time. You know, she's kind of one of those queens that like is so beloved and is so kind of excellent that she is like, you know, I wouldn't say that she should have won for sure on her seasons, but she
Mm-hmm.
deserves she's the level of drag and belovedness and personality and all of these things that like she deserves a crown. So I'm glad it's like pageantry. I'm glad she won one of them. You know?
Okay. Question. Is she
Yeah.
the Erica Kane or Susan Lucci of Drag Race?
That's a really good question. Shout out to anybody in the chat, in the comments, on the replay crew. You know, we all have our opinions. I like I said, I don't think that if you looked back at her performances
Mm-hmm.
on Drag Race and then All Stars, that people would say that they wanted her to win instead of the people that did.
Mm-hmm.
But and so I think there's many times Susan Lucci could have easily won over somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I
Girl,
mean, 20 times she should have done had it. You know, like it was
you know?
ridiculous. Yeah. So I would say no because she didn't get overlooked for someone else like that.
Mm.
But
And I
damn.
agree.
No, it's kind of like a great actress that wins like the SAG award, but she didn't win the Oscar and the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. She won a BAFTA, but she didn't win, you know, the Oscar.
What is BAFTA? British somebody?
Yes. I think they call it like the Actors Awards now. They just recently changed it, but it is a BAFTA to me.
Girl.
I
Well,
know.
and I know she won once because it was this big deal. So
Yes,
I was
she
like,
did.
okay.
No, she
Mm-hmm.
got a versus the world. She got her crown. Mama is happy.
No, I meant Susan Lucci. I know she won
Oh,
once
she did.
after
She did
all
win
them
one.
times.
Yeah, she did. She fought
Mm-hmm.
so stupid. I think it was her 20th win or 20th nomination
Nomination, yeah.
or
Uh-huh.
21st or something. It was literally like, yeah, that's so yeah, not right.
I was
Not
thinking
right.
25, but whatever, too long.
Yes. Indeed. You can't be
Well, that's
nominated that many times and not anyway.
well, y'all, that's what tonight is all about, the roast of Alyssa Edwards. And just off the heels of last week, Iman, I mean, I'm still floating. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, ooh. The whole time I was thinking, ooh, where Iman at? What was she doing? I love that woman. She is so adored and so well deserved. Look, again, talking about Iman Shaney on this week. I'm glad she made an appearance. I'm just saying, it brightened up things. You know what I'm saying? It really did.
Of course.
Ooh.
Iman, you know what? This is gonna sound random, but one of my favorite Iman, like whatever I like is when she was on the Star Trek movie.
I don't remember. I wasn't a fan of Star Trek.
I know. I'm saying out in the ether. She was in with William Shatner in a Star Trek movie. She had these orange contacts. Anyway, she was so great. Shout out to Iman. Because I'm a little
What
go ahead.
did she replace? No, she couldn't not have replaced Lieutenant Uhura.
No,
Was she?
William Shatner got sentenced to a prison camp in like the Arctic tundra, and and she broke him out in the Arctic tundra.
Sorry. Go ahead.
My voice is so pleasant. I'm so glad that y'all tolerate me. Anyway, no, she helped William Shatner escape. So she was a pivotal part. She was a shapeshifter in a movie.
Yay! Even in science fiction, she does great.
Exactly. No, I'm here to say that's yes.
Can't nobody say nothing bad about Iman in my presence. Just like Patty, Mariah, Mary, Faith, it's Luther. It's just certain folks you can't say nothing bad about in my presence, or you will be dealt with. Just saying. Iman, yes. Bless you, my Grandma Iman, Mima Iman, whoever they call you. Oh, just a pleasantry. Anyway, but Alyssa Edwards, I get excited when I see her too. It's always a good time. Like when I see Bianca, Del Rio, K-Shot. I don't know how y'all can't know that, but yeah, just certain folks that,
yeah,
I just can't stop smiling when I see them when they around. I just feel good. They ain't even around me, just watching them. She did real good. Dressed. We gonna see her in a minute, y'all. I'm just bigging her up before we see her because she is that one. Yeah, she's up there. She is up there. Trixie, Bob. It's a few.
Yep. Trixie, Bob.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm sure there's others. I just don't know them all. Sorry, y'all. I'll get to know them. I'm sure you have some favorites too.
Oh, so many, so many. But listen, you're collecting them like little Barbies. You know what I mean? And there are 18 seasons, and there's All-Stars, and there's other franchises. You know what I mean? There's international franchises. So there's a lot to take in. Don't beat yourself up. And Alyssa is undeniably a top tier queen.
Well, let's get into the show because I can't wait for y'all to see her. Yes. Ooh. So y'all, RuPaul comes in, as we know, the premise of the show. They come in to the workroom. They are reminiscing on the night they had, just cracking jokes, whatever, shooting the ish. And then they get the word of the day. Here comes Rue on the screen. Rue pops in, and now we are learning of the mini challenge. We have a mini challenge, which will be the scent bird. If you're not familiar, that is the knockoff scents that have great power. From what I have read and seen with different, not just with Drag Race, but other people I follow. A lot of people like some other brands that you can purchase or be a sponsor. No, they sponsor you. What do they call them when they're putting it on their channel?
It's a sponsor.
No, I meant the people promoting it. When they promote it on their channel.
Like a brand ambassador?
Thank you. There, some brand ambassadors, are paid to help sell the product on their channel. If you follow so and so and you like so and so, you may be a stan of so and so, subscriber, a fan, then you have similar tastes. Like for me, there's a certain blogger that I follow. We have similar tastes. I'm like, oh yeah, girl. Oh yes, where is that? Yeah, look down and use your code. I've done that plenty of times. So I'm pretty sure people are familiar with that whole process. So this is Simberg. And the mini challenge is where each of the remaining 7 queens will have to put on a commercial for a specific scent that they have chosen and adored and liked and promoted. And of course, it's in a funny, comical, sexual, innuendo-ish kind of way. And of course, we don't have the video. We just have some stills because we're not brand ambassadors of the show. But yeah, here you go. So, what happened? Girl, just had a mind of its own.
Everything
Can't
has
you
a
have
mind of
it?
its own today.
Girl, yesterday should have been a mind of its own since it was the 13th of Friday.
I
Anyway,
know, it's like leftover juju from that day. My goodness.
that's what it is. Saturday the 14th. We got to make that something new.
Yep.
So here
Yeah.
we are with Jane Don't with her scent, and she's rocking it. She did all right. It wasn't all that. I didn't like this look though. Real, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just not into the certain. I didn't like it. Was like a mix of different looks. Like she was grandma on top. I don't know what that is on the bottom.
The clown.
Help me out. I don't know. Who was this?
It's a devil clown.
Yeah, but what's the point? I didn't.
It's like punk rock.
I mean, her look. It was just kind of.
Wasn't this supposed to be quick drag? Didn't that what Rue said? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like hurry
I
up
mean,
and do it. Uh-huh.
yeah, I mean, so I think maybe that's the point of it. I think this hair definitely doesn't go with the outfit. It's a weird, it's a weird choice. But I think they had to pick quickly, right?
Real quick. I mean, if they had enough time to beat that face, I mean, shoot.
I know. That's why I was asking you, because I was like, they look a little more polished, but I thought I heard Rue say get into quick drag. So I don't know.
Maybe they have a little extended quick, but
I know.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Then she got that necklace. Girl, what's
I didn't really dwell too long in anybody's look. I just kind of took it as a mini. I was like, how much do I think their little play on the scent is funny?
So then we have girl Darlene Mitchell of the Los Angeles Mitchells. Mm-hmm. And first of all, it's some satire with some innuendo. So she's loving her look, and she just looked crazy in that. It was a little off. Like, girl, what's going? So they are beat down. Just saying. So it was just weird. But then again, Rue likes weird. So
yeah, and I mean, listen, sometimes you just can't have the runway expectation of what they're doing, especially when it's supposed to be like more of an acting challenge and funny.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's Discord, because I got it right when she sprayed it. Yeah.
Yes, that is Discord.
That's that same wig she had on.
It's the Reba wig. It's the Reba wig. Yeah, it's the Reba wig.
Familiar. Girl, I know you.
It's punk rock Reba.
Mikey Meeks loves a good scent. She sprayed her cooch, her booch. I don't know what they call it. They call it booch, cooch. I don't know.
Uh, a booch is funny.
It ain't bussy. She sprayed the front. So
Right.
Juicy Love Dion, another where she looked a little off. I don't know. It was weird the way it was tight in certain areas. She, of course she's teeny eeny, but
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Sometimes
say
Juicy really looks like she has a meaty tuck. So I don't know, and respectfully, but like sometimes it's like, I know you want to make you need to call Trinity to the tuck. You need to call her and get you some lessons, because that drag queen right there will get you snatch head.
okay.
Yep. So I mean, you might not be ready to do the level that she does to get that smooth Barbie look, but anyway, Juicy just needs to go take some improv classes and learn how to loosen up. She just needs to practice. She's not a theater kid,
Yeah,
it's obvious.
true. True
And
that.
and I just take it when I see her that she does not have a lot of acting or performance experience in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
She's a dancer and has that talent, but improv, theater, comedy, skits, all of that's a much different muscle.
And I think with this look, had she had some bigger breasts,
Yes.
it would have drawn the eyes away from what looks awkward, because that waist cinch, it just, as you see, it looks awkward here. It looks even more awkward when she's, straightened up. It just looks weird the way it's so tight. And it's like, we know she's not fat, or, she got back rolls. Hello. But it looked like, that look
Yeah.
where, girl, why you got that on? It's too little. It looks too little. It's not pleasing. I just think she needs to put some boobs up there.
It seems to be out of trend, like, to really do that, because a couple of girls don't, and it's just interesting. A couple
Mm.
girls do not bother with boobs at all.
Yeah, Vita didn't. That was surprising. And they kept saying, had she had some boobs, it would have complemented the look a lot better on a few of them.
Vita doesn't. Discord never does.
Mm-hmm.
Nene doesn't usually.
Mm-hmm.
This one never does. So,
Does Mikey? We know she got
Mikey,
booty.
no, Mikey's runway didn't have boobs, and that was my
Mm-hmm.
one tiny critique of.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that these tiny cup costumes, if you're really not gonna if you're not gonna pad or do boobs or whatever, then I would say build a little bit more volume into those cups, because it just makes the proportion weird. I'm
Mm.
not saying you have to have straight up boobs, but like, I don't know why you're padding a bottom. I don't know, different trends travel in drag.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for me, I think it's all about proportionizing to have that hourglass figure. So your cup size needs to be a little bigger on your costume, ladies.
Then we got Kenya Pleaser. Of course, sexual innuendo. All right. I didn't think that was flattering, with her oozing out of the outfit. I think they put that up there on purpose because it was really not flattering, and it just wasn't, it was too little. It wasn't flattering. No, no, no. I chose this picture for a reason.
Well, Bob the drag queen says the joke can't be you're a fat person. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like that's not what it should be if you're a like a bigger girl. That you like the joke, I'm a fat person. It's like that's not where it should be. And so I think Kenya needs to maybe get out of like the self-deprecating a little bit and get more like Latrice Royale, chunky and funky, like I don't know.
Turn
Just
around.
yeah, yeah, and yeah. And the joke isn't like, oh, I'm a big fat person. Watch me break this chair, kind of thing. Like that's not what drag queen humor should have more confidence in it.
And to be honest, I've never. This is the first time I've seen a drag queen look like this, meaning having it all hang out. It's usually, put together, not, just well put together, with some compressions and with an outfit that's pleasing to the body, not like this. So this is the first time I've ever, I ain't seen everybody, but this is the first time I've seen this, especially on Drag Race. Have you seen this? Something like this
Oh
before?
yeah. I mean, if you look at drag in the clubs, there's a lot of comedy queens that are going for the. If you look at Divine, it was in the movie Hairspray, the original one, played Ricky Lake's mom. I mean, I won't even tell you the crass things that she's done. So there is an absolute like comedy queens that are like that would do that, but I would say for Drag Race, it has been more polished for sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure because, again, I don't know all the, things that go on, and it just doesn't seem acceptable. But anyway, she's still cute, look good. It's just, I'm glad that I'm glad that it looked like this. Oh. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. Where was I, child? Where was I? Here we go. What's her name? Mimi Coco of the Colorado Coco. Yes. Heartbreak. Mama, break your heart. Look good. I like it. Okay, got the things over the things. Okay. I didn't really notice that before. I like that the roses. I don't know. This was a little mini challenge. And that's who won. Mikey Meeks again. I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said.
I think they're trying to
look at Kenya.
I know. You got to admit that Kenya has natural charisma. She does. She's very easy to watch. I think they're trying to play to the TikTok crowd. I think they're trying to appease a younger generation with some of the stuff that they do. And this reminds me of that.
Well, congratulations, Mikey Meeks. Another 2,500 in your account. I wonder, do they deposit it right away, or do they have to wait? I mean, right when they're winning. Say it again. I'm sorry.
No, I think they have to wait.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. So here is the Maxi Challenge. Ooh. The roast of Alyssa Edwards, and they're all shocked, surprised, can't wait to meet her type of thing. Again, last week was the incomparable Iman. This week it's the incomparable Alyssa Edwards. Of course, they're going through all of her catchphrases, all of the sounds, all of the things that make Alyssa Edwards memorable. And we're going to see exactly what that looks like. Now, y'all, if you know Alyssa Edwards like I know Alyssa Edwards, this is not going to be a shock. Okay. Have you ever known Alyssa Edwards not to come through?
We mean with a look?
Right, with a look, just damn girl, really?
Oh
Looking
yeah, no.
absolute. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the Maxi Child. I'm sorry, it was the roast. Just want to make sure I said it was the roast of Alyssa Edwards. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, she always comes through. Always comes through. Also, shout out to Atsuko. She's one of my favorite comedians. She's so funny, you guys. Like, when they're a judge and they're, they're on, you don't really get to take in just how amazing they are, but she's very funny.
So let's get on in it. You know how we start with, Rue coming through, giving it to us like can't nobody can't ever do. And oh, how'd that get there? Oh no, she was last week. Here we go.
I was gonna say, girl.
It was a joke. Oh, how'd she get there? Anyway, what's her name? But call her Iman. Lord Jesus. Yeah. What's this heifer name?
RuPaul?
RuPaul. Oh, slap my mouth.
Mine's hanging open a little bit.
Yeah, like this dress. What's going on?
I
don't get it.
So I just don't think the choices altogether work. The purple tights and the way that the hair is a little too textured like the dress. Right? Like I just I don't like this one. This is not for me. Like I don't like the whole, she still looks gorgeous because she's RuPaul, but like I don't.
I would prefer Wisteria over this. This is what? Girl, wait a minute.
I'm like, did you not take her in the first time?
The shoes. Sorry, Rue. This ain't got nothing to do with Iman. I swear it don't. What's you see the shoes?
I do. I told you I don't like all the choices that went with this dress. That none of the accessories help the situation. It looks like bad Bridgerton.
Bad Bridgerton. Bad Bridgerton.
Like tacky Bridgerton.
Who did this? I don't appreciate it.
And like Rue has great legs, but these tights kind of make them look crazy. Look at it. No, and the shoe, yeah, no. This is the skirt length versus the.
This is a boot.
Hate to say
lawnmower.
Lawnmower pussy. Shout out to Trinity and Chantel. Trinity the Tuck and her daughter Chantel Sparkles. Shout out to Chantel. She's been nice to me on Instagram. Oh, by the way, everybody, Michelle Visage posted, and I made a joke about what you pack in, and she responded.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, girl.
Yes. I was like, look at that. A little starstruck.
Look at that.
Yep, made her laugh. But this is laughable. Rude. No, I don't.
Yeah, let's move on because you can't get everything ain't for everybody. Hey. Speaking of, look at her looking all cute, thinking about that post that she laughed at about you. That's what she's thinking about.
That's sweet. I love her hair. Looks great. This is a good look for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hair is herring.
Hey, y'all, that's Ross Matthews.
I don't know why you think it's so funny. Like, I don't freak out when I see him. I just he's not my favorite.
Because I can imagine you looking like, girl, will you move on to the next, go on to the next thing, girl? Just
Well, he sells these shirts. He sells these tops.
that's ugly. It ain't got nothing to do with you. That is ugly. Sorry, that is not cute.
He sells it for it's like $200.
That's $199.99 too much.
I know. I think this one might be more like 3, but yeah, he sells these.
You got a sports collar, sports cuffs on a disco shirt. Child, what the pants looking like? Mm-mm. No, sir. No, ma'am. Whoever. No. Asuko. Shit. Katsu-
Katsuko.
Say it again, please.
Atsuko Atsuka.
Asuko. Atsu. Shit.
Atsuko. Just say Atsuko.
Okay. Atsuko. Got it.
Yes, that's her first name. She's a
Atsuko.
yes.
And
She's a
last.
very funny comedian. She's a very funny comedian, everybody.
And it's what's the last? How you say the last?
Atsuko Osaka, I think.
Okay.
It's like I could say it
Okusaka.
I could say it anytime, but like now that we're recording, I've turned into a total white woman. You know what I mean? So yeah, her first
Me
name's
too. Atsuko is that girl.
Yeah, she is. She's
Sorry,
very
Atsuko.
there's a clip of there's a viral clip of her doing a stand-up and like an earthquake happened in Northridge, like while she was at a club doing stand-up, and
Oh wow.
and her reaction is really funny. Yeah, was that a fucking earthquake? Yeah, you're like, wow, like she's very funny. So yeah.
Big ups to her.
And her fabulous hair.
And I love the color of the fit. Not a fan of the fit, but a good what they call that? Gray poupon or mustard brown,
Yes,
off gold or something. I love that. Mm-hmm.
Atsuko went to FITM, the Fashion Institute, I think, or a similar school for textiles, and so she likes to dress kind of odd, on purpose. Yeah, she picks interesting shapes. Like she likes to make kind of a funky statement with what she's wearing versus, like
I can relate.
Yeah. So
good for her. It's better than what we just saw. Tell you that. It really is. Shade, whatever. Girl, moving on. Big ups to Atsuko.
Yes.
A toast, not Alicia, but Alyssa Edwards. Are y'all ready? Yes. Yes. Get it, mama. Just do a zoom in. Like nab it. Ooh, a toast. We're going to start over. To Alyssa Edwards. Mm-hmm. Get it, mama. Mm-hmm. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Let's do a 50. Mm-hmm. Hairpiece. Face. Ooh, look at that dress, baby. Gold. Oscar worthy.
Yep. Alyssa doesn't play. She's a prime drag queen. She has her own dance studio. She does competitive dance, coaching. She's the back roll queen. She's the side eye queen. Yep. We love Alyssa. She's just hilarious too.
Ain't she?
I wish they would have had her on the pit stop to maybe talk about this episode, but they had the fabulous kimchi. So
Yeah, Kim, she lost about half of her
I'm
size.
serious. I like seriously.
I was like, I think I saw her on Roscoe's a week or two ago, or sometimes. Is that Kim?
I know. Well, she has talked about it. She got a really bad, I think, back injury, maybe even a knee injury too, but she was very immobile and,
Oh,
and she loves food to begin with. She's like a foodie. She
mm,
just came out with a cookbook. Shout out to Kimchi. So I know that she went on a GLP-1 journey, and this is where, they do brilliant things. You know what I mean? Like she's looking great,
mm,
back to her kind of drag race. I'm sure she's feeling it. She looked wonderful. She's one of the best makeup artists probably in like the drag race.
hands
You
down.
know, yeah,
Yeah, face was whoa,
yeah, and
whoa.
and she never does the same makeup twice, and yet always looks like
Oh,
Kim. I know, always looks like
okay,
kimchi. So
snowflake.
yeah, she exactly. So anyway, shout out to Kimchi.
Big ups.
Looking good and feeling good, I'm sure.
And this is Discord with her roast. Eh, it wasn't horrible.
This is again the no titty and also no cinching. This is I'm gonna just rely on my little boy body. The critique that they gave about her I thought was fair. I feel bad for her because once she knocked over that wine glass, it kind of threw her and she never got back. They said she never got back in front of it.
I really wish, and I know it's nerves. I know it
Yeah.
is. Because I have that same thing when I'm speaking in front of, I will, if I had a glass knock over, I probably would. So I have the proverbial knocking over of the glass where I stumble and I know how it feels. All I know is for me, and I'm probably thinking for them too, I wish that I would have leaned into it and worked with whatever happened, same critique that she was given by I think maybe Michelle or no Ross. I think somebody gave her that critique. That's when oh, is someone gonna refill this glass?
Yeah.
Geez, play that into it or something to where you make that issue something funny because you're here for the roast. And I've seen comedians do that, thinking about that comment, that critique. So that's something I can also incorporate whenever I'm feeling, nerves, nervous or, whatever. So it's just about making it work for you. Mm-hmm.
I
Thinking from
honestly,
your feet. Mm-hmm.
just my observation, I think one of the best things a drag queen or someone can do in order to be ready for this show is take improv classes. I really think that because improv gets you to think on your feet, lets you
Mm-hmm.
and has you exercise that muscle that lets you let go enough that you can do what you're talking about, and that will help you take chances and kind of develop your own quick wit. And so I think, and that lends itself to most of the acting challenges that you'll even have on this show. One of RuPaul's very favorite things is funny, stupid, and clever in the right and the a sense of timing, right? So I think that Discord is, I like Discord and her little steady, flat affect. You notice her, it's like one speed kind of the whole time. But yeah, you were cute, but the glass spilling through you, and it just stayed level.
Mm-hmm.
I still like her though.
For sure. I
She
love her
seems.
confidence when she was in the break room and
Mm-hmm.
they were ragging on I think it was last week's episode when they were talking about, well, when she had the safety pins, and
Mm-hmm.
she said, well, I was, given the Met Gala. I could be at the Met Gala. So safety pins or not, it wasn't an issue, just
Yeah.
flaunting it. That's how you got to do. Psych them out. If they're trying to, come for you, I will psych all of them out. Well, I ain't the bot, just make sure they know what the judges said, not what they said. So I love that about Discord. She does have that, and we noticed that from episode 1. I said, oh, she thinks she should have won, huh? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see you. Mm-hmm.
She also just seems to take the critiques really well. Like she just not, you know what I mean? Like, you know how she just, yeah. I appreciate, like I said, her steady little affect. It's,
Yeah.
I do.
And of
Not
course,
to, not,
Jane, I'm sorry.
oh, I was like, you know what? There's another, this trajectory has kind of been on a season before where somebody like never gets a win, but they stay forever. You know what I mean?
You mean Discord?
No, yes. Like, you know how Discord has yet to win anything, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
we're also like not ready to see her go because she's not doing bad enough, right? It's
Right.
that constant safe queen. It's a trajectory
Mm-hmm.
we've seen
Mm-hmm.
before. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, shout out to Discord. I love you. I don't love. I like you a lot.
Yes. Now here is Jane Don't giving it to Alyssa in the best way. Jane. Now, of course, this is what Jane Don't does. She's a working queen. Heavily working queen, I should say. Not like the others, but so this is what she does. This is, this was nothing for her to accomplish. I was surprised at the end. You know what I'm saying? I sure enough thought when it was gonna go, but it is what it is, y'all. But man, she
I'm
looked great.
telling
She had matched
you,
the podium.
I know. I was just noticing that. Like, how striking does that look? Honestly, you know how they do on this show and all the other shows we watch. There's always an episode in the season where you just see the hands of production at work. You just do, and you're like, stop breaking the fantasy, you a-holes. But honestly, I thought Jane was in the top for sure. I even thought Mikey could have been the one, so she was very good, very polished. I love Jane. I predict Jane to win.
Sorry, y'all. I just want to get a little close up.
A little close up of the background.
Here
A
it
little close
is.
up of the curtain. There we go.
Did you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I know. It's hard. Her tongue popped. I can't even do it right. Can't even do it right. I won't do that again.
Queen on her throne. Extra is just you can't even compare to how she is. I'm just saying. And she backs it up. Hello. Just saying, Moving on. Girl, again, I was, when you said these girls need to go to certain, classes and whatnot, not just sewing classes, because apparently ain't nobody else doing no other class. So if I understand things may be tight financially, however, you need some talent. You need to expound on your talent, not just needle and thread heifers. Please do better. If Juicy Love Dion ain't, in my opinion, the poster child for training prior to this variety competition, because she has it. It's just she doesn't have the fundamentals down. So I know that it hasn't. Just some professional training, just like you said, go through some classes, babe. Because, girl,
Yeah.
I don't know, child. Mm.
You know, I mean, here's the thing. There's all kinds of drag queens, but if you want to go on this show, you have to be able to do acting challenges. You just do. So, but I think that improv above any of the other kinds is what loosens you up to, get in the groove for all of this.
Because I think her thought process and, in reverting to something that she should revert to in that realm of talent that I don't know about. I just know she is that. I think that's what's missing. It's like, girl, remember this, go to that and reference,
right?
And
Yeah.
Go to that thing, go to just remember this. And I don't know. It's just, I just want her to, I mean, she's not horrible, but wow, she seemed like she don't want to be there.
Well, there's a certain school of thought that drag is a persona, and it's not just the art of feminine illusion. It's also a character, an alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would Juicy Love is it Love Dion or Juicy Dion? What is it? Juicy
Love Dion.
Thank you. Why Juicy Love Dion? How does she react to things? How does she, what is her opinion about, oh, that's horrible? Like, is she kind of salty? Is she catty? Is she dumb? Is she bubbly? Is she, oh, that's fabulous? Like, there's like, drag is more than just, like I said, the art of female impersonation. It's really bringing to life this person that has a specific point of view, a uniqueness to them, right? And I think that's what they were trying to advise to her, is that you're beautiful, you're adorable, you can dance, but who is Juicy Love Dion? If you asked her questions, what would be the way that she would react to the world around her? And once you have that ingrained, you can hop to with anything. Like Darlene has that. Darlene knows who Darlene Mitchell is.
Of the Los Angeles Mitchells.
I love it.
Now, remember this joke Juicy did to Rue so that Rue didn't confuse her with George's? That made me think about that last All Stars George's. That was the first time I've seen George's on any drag race competition.
George's
and that was her third, second, or whatever time, at least two.
Third.
Okay, so that one, not the one that they did the blocks, but the All Stars one. The one where she it was voting time and she was up there. And that one, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning of the season, I was like, she had to go. This ain't gonna work. She turned it around. And she was just knocking them out, just doing real, like ever since that particular episode, she got a critique and she worked it and was better every time, because I thought she was similar to how Juicy was doing now, the way she was coming in, with her looks and talents, and it just wasn't coming across as professional as it should be. But she turned it around, and perhaps maybe, Juicy Love could talk to Georges. Just saying, they're similar in stature, dancing. Maybe she can get some critiques from her, since she kind of mentioned her already. Maybe that was a little, gateway to, learning how to do this thing a lot better. But she needs some more training, Moving on. Look cute though.
She is a pretty queen.
Speaking of Darlene Mitchell, she quirked her way through. They loved her slapstick kind of. Like, it was just off
kooky,
beat, off pudding. Girl, what?
I think they're just kooky. She was, like I love Darlene, and I appreciate the more she's kind of blossoming with this specific point of view, right? This kind of quirky, leaning into the, like mullet of it all, right? The all. So I love her. I thought this was funny. Rue sometimes likes weird, wacky, and absurd more than anything. Remember Jimbo?
Oh yeah.
Jimbo came out in a ghost suit on, I don't know if you saw her on Canada's Drag Race, but she came out in a ghost suit, gave birth to a pack of bologna, and started throwing it everywhere.
Girl, what?
Yeah. So was a pregnant ghost, had a pack of bologna, and started throwing bologna at the judges. So she likes sometimes really, stupid, slapsticky, goofy like this.
I was just watching like, okay, maybe it's something I just don't get. Who am I?
There's all kinds of comedy, but I will say Rue does like it when a queen is kind of kooky. This is what this falls into.
Big ups to Darlene Mitchell.
Yeah.
Nene Coco. I remember her thing was she's rude and it doesn't always come across. And I saw that in her comedy. It was rude, did not really come across. Maybe one or two funny moments, but she looked great.
She's a beautiful queen, isn't she? God. I'm a little sick of the eyelashes that like cut up the middle, but I get that's kind of her signature eye, and I figure eye makeup is really cool, but like it's a little gimmicky with this eyelash. But I love this wig on her. Finally, some hair, you know. You can see that pink piece that's cut in her eye. That's part of her eyelash. Yeah, I've just been noticing now, like every single runway, she's got that element. And but I think I like Nene Coco. I think she's very talented. I think she's missing kind of whatever. I'm not there. I don't know about her being mean, but like I feel like she's missing that last little final piece of like pizzazz in her personality. But yeah, she wasn't my favorite, but she was beautiful. God, I thought the Alyssa thing was cute.
Bad girl. Poor Kenya. Not a joke nothing was funny. Lord have mercy. I was hoping something could have, I was hoping she wouldn't bomb. Like, oh girl, you could, do this. You gotta. Last week was wonderful. You still bopping and off of that, but girl fell flatter than a pancake at IHOP. Lord Jesus. She looked good, but girl, girl.
It was a mess.
Moving on. Mikey Meek, surprisingly funny. She wooed the crowd, similar to Jane Don't and Darlene Mitchell. Those three, I think, were the top runners. She brought up the rear since she chose all the order of queens because she won the mini challenge. And yeah, she was all right. I can listen to her, tell jokes. She was all right. Anything stand out for you?
I thought Mikey was good. I thought that she was a contender for the top as she was. I almost thought she won because I thought she was kind of like polished, and then that little like that Drew Barrymore thing, which is really funny, being Ross being one of the judges.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I thought this was definitely a top contender. I thought the only reason that she wouldn't win it was like politics of where they wanted the wins to go, the distribution, you know? So
I mean, it was all right. Anywho, somebody next? Oh, then to top it all off, we had to say goodbye to Miss Alyssa. And yes, that's the back of it, baby. I had to give you the back of the dress. She gave us the back. I want to show you the back. And we don't see a roll in sight.
yeah, that is spectacular. Dang, Alyssa, you really brought
Why
the
you're
A
such an idiot.
game. Brought the A game, and I'm like totally over this sculpted hair trend, but the way she did it, it was like, woo, brought it to a whole other level.
Ooh, I love when a dress has that neck thing coming down the back, you know, the I don't know what that's called, but I love when a dress has that moment. I don't know if it's the necklace or part of the dress, but I love when when it has that going down the back. Woo! It's so sexy. Beautiful gowns. Baby. Go ahead, girl. Now, y'all, we are about to do the runway. Please help me out, friend. What was the runway called?
Swept away. I think it was swept away. I think it one of those. Yeah.
It was blow me. The way they carry do things, but no, you're right. And we're about to see the runway of these heifers, and you guys let us know if you have a favorite. Discord Adams, Bicycle Realness, okay. Blowing in the wind, just showing you a little, you know, blow effect. Fire and Desire. Okay, girl. That's cute. What you think?
I thought they were weirdly nitpicking when they said it didn't move enough. I actually thought this was really pretty clever. And good. I didn't love the boots. Like, I know it kind of goes totally with it, but like, I didn't love them. But that's kind of a really minor nitpick. I thought this was cool. I thought this was cool.
Mm-hmm. Jane Don't giving us some movement. Was her hat off kilter? Was she pirate? What's going on, Mama? I didn't like this. I just didn't. It was a lot going on. Oops, sorry. I didn't like this. Did you?
I thought it moved really cool. I didn't love the hat. Like, I thought that it was like too dark to the rest of it, like whatever, but like this was very cool. But not my favorite.
And then she said, while she was giving when she was discussing her outfit, she said she had to do arm lifts so she can keep her arms straight for the full effect. She couldn't put her on. She didn't want to put her arms down. I was like, I know that's right, girl. Give it to him. Juicy Love Dion and her fitted sheet. Shout out to Bianca Del Rio. Or no, she called it Kenya's bonnet.
It looked like a fitted sheet. I just didn't understand. Like, why does this literally look like an extra king size bed?
Darlene Mitchell blowing through the Windy City, I guess. She going to work or somewhere, child, with her. What are those umbrellas called? Poplar or something with a P on it. I forget.
A
Anyway,
parasol? A parasol?
it looks like a parasol.
It's too big to be what they call a parasol, but
It
yes, it was
is.
it yeah,
Mm.
it's definitely a regular umbrella.
Mm. And it's her getting blown away. Did you catch one of the shoots where her umbrella folded in and they cut real quick?
No.
I'm like a hot mess, don't it? That wind, a little too windy, y'all. I mean, y'all may need Beyonce's fan. What was
I know.
what was going on? Was it one of those big old industrial fans you find at Lowe's? I'm just saying.
I still hate her shoes. But this was cute. This was cute. I thought this was very cute, Darlene. You look good. You look, it works for the your point of view, as we were talking about earlier.
I like the pattern. I like that. It was real cute. It's something I'll probably wear. Mm-hmm. This was all right. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. It looked real sexy. But just looked a little lackluster, in my opinion.
It looked cheap to me. Like
I
the
didn't want to
wings were
say
kind
that, but I see your point.
I'm sorry, can I love this look kind of cheap.
It's the
It's a little
shoe for
cheesy to
me.
me. Oh, that shoe ruined her later. It ruined her later.
Yeah, girl, you need a better shoe. A clear heel would have done well. Not that clunky thing you got on your feet. A clear heel.
Yeah.
Stripper shoe. Then it's Mikey Meeks. They loved it, especially Rue. That's her favorite color. It wasn't all spectacular to me. Hell, King had a better flair to it, if you ask me. I'm just saying. I didn't see the whole. I didn't. Again, she looked
Oh.
great, but I didn't see anything so wonderful as they said. But I'm not the judge, so obviously I'm missing something.
I like this, especially for Mikey. But again, my critique was no no boobs, and this was like you pad, so you got a booty, and then you get real, So I would have liked there to be maybe, even just if there were pads built into the cups themselves, I just would have liked a little more proportion. This was
Mm-hmm.
not my favorite, but it was really cool. I thought the wind effect worked well. It was better than Juicy's because it didn't look like a fitted sheet. Like that was a joke. Like that was hilarious. It literally took it looked like you took an NBA basketball player's extra long sheets off his bed and you were just holding it back in the wind. Like it was way too close to a fitted sheet. This is much more elegant as far as that goes. And I do love this color. So
I think I did see some initials DDH on there. She could have took them, but I don't know.
oh.
Nene Coco of the Colorado Cocos. She's upset. Now this was weird. She's upset coming from her man's fume, tossing out the ashes in the wind. Girl, who Rich Happens of Beverly Hills? Somebody was throwing their ashes. Or was it
Yeah, it got on Garcelle. And I think it got in somebody's mouth.
Merce was in the purse. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Merce realness on Drag Race, child.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a neat in the wind. I thought it was a fun effect. So I thought that was cute. This wasn't my favorite. I thought the veil and the parts on the dress could have been way more exaggerated. You could have had way more netting to make it and not rely on your little ash throwing to be the big thing. I thought the costume could have been a little more amped up in that way, but this was still cool. Nene kind of, is very consistently like polished.
So all the favorites: Nene, Mikey, Kenya, Darlene, Juicy, Jane, Discord. Who's your favorite? I'm gonna go through real quick.
I guess Mikey. This was not nobody's. I'm not in love, to be honest with you. Like I think I've done this before. Like, but I think I'm gonna go with Mikey.
I'm gonna go by something I would wear, to be honest. I have a couple of faves. I kind of like this. However, I prefer to wear this. Darlene. Out of all the looks.
Darlene was a top for me as well, just because I feel like for her point of view, I always try to go, is this a feel like this drag queen's point of view and a well done costume? So I think that Nene, Mikey, and Darlene were my tops. I did like some elements of Jane Don't drag a lot. I did. The movement on it was really cool. But it was not. There were some parts I didn't. I just remember having a very specific. Oh, I don't like the hat. Even though I like the concept, I was like, out the gate. So, and I wanted to really like it. So then I like convinced myself that I did, but I don't. Jane don't. I was the don't. Back to the don't. So.
And who was your fave? I'm sorry.
Mikey.
Mikey. Okay.
I wouldn't wear any of this, but personal style, I would probably wear more Nene Coco's, just like if we were going off my personal style. But yeah. I think I'm giving it to Mikey.
Okay. Well, okay, y'all, guess who they gave it to? Oh, hold on. I thought I had it. Here I am. Out of all of the looks, definitely, I big ups to everybody. First of all, again, this competition really shows their talents, good, bad, or indifferent. They give it an old college try. They really do a great job, all of them, to be honest. But there always has to be a winner. And that's who it is, y'all. This is who won. She won overall. She won $5K for the week, including the Maxi Challenge, which consisted of the roast. I think that may have saved her. They found it hilarious. I was sitting there like, what are they laughing at? Again, I'm not the judge. This is their humor. This is what they found humorous. So she won, y'all. She won the week.
She did.
Her first win.
I think that they wanted her to have. I think because she's shaping up to be Miss Congeniality, I think they wanted to give Darlene one win. They might be setting her up to go home soon. That's sometimes what the producers are doing to us. But I think that they wanted to affirm to Darlene that her kooky, kind of interesting perspective is something that is like a worthwhile contribution to the drag world. They want to give her some confidence in herself and like, to keep going. And she's really, her personality has really shown throughout this competition as adorable. So,
Definitely.
I get it. They sometimes they really love stupid. That's what this kind of illustrates.
And is a very attractive man. Can I say that?
I know everyone's traded the season.
Girl, okay. DMs is popping. I know it. I
I'm sure,
know.
but I think
know.
he's engaged or married.
They still popping.
I know. Oh yeah, no. Well, and hey,
You
man,
know?
maybe they're open. Like
I'm just saying, like, just
many
like
relate.
Athena, real attractive, like, oh, Athena.
Right.
Cute.
Yeah, no, Darlene can get it.
And of course, with the winner comes those who didn't win. Juicy and Kenya. I've been waiting on these two to battle ever since they started doing the lip sync, Sasha and the West. I want to see these two because they gonna give it. But they had a slow song. Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Oh, that was the jam, wasn't it? She was singing her ass off on this song.
Power ballad.
Girl, this is some Beyonce could sing. I'm just saying they both get, have that grr in their voice, that growl. Ooh, but Bonnie did it, and can't nobody else. Well, she probably could, but we gonna love Bonnie's rendition always. I'm just saying, just bang up job on this song. They gave it, y'all. They gave it. They had the wins. They were, theatrics. It was just a time. I really would have loved a fast song to see them really, show out because they both can dance. Kay ain't just, just up there. She's splitting and bouncing and doing all kind of things. So I would have loved to see a fast one, but this is what they gave us. Anticipating the win. And now, how are you going to win and you frowning? Just
Who, Juicy?
She didn't even smile, not one time.
I don't think she likes being in this position.
Girl, you won to slay another day.
Yeah, she did.
Well, she's definitely in her head because not once when she was informed she won that she showed any signs other than saying thank you that she was happy about the decision.
Yep.
Golly.
Well, she was in the bottom last week, and she's been in the bottom more than anybody at this point, right?
I think more than Kenya.
Yeah, she sends these hoes home, but I think maybe this is getting to her spirit a little bit, She definitely emoted in this lip sync though. She was the winner for me.
Yeah. I only say yeah because I think once I saw Kenya flub a line. So I was sure she did it that one time I saw. So, they say you need to know the lyrics, and once is enough as far as they're concerned. Not to say that was the reason why they gave it to Juicy, but I'm sure that played a part. Like, girl,
Well, and I think too, Kenya is so charismatic, and I think a little bit more practice and polish. Bring her back to an All Stars, and she will be a contender, honey. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed her. I think we all enjoyed her. She's very funny in the confessionals. So, but I think as far as like being a bit of an amateur needing some polish and things like that, it was her. I was just ready. We knew it was coming. They're starting to cut the ones that, we know where we're headed. We know who we're hacking into coming up here. We're whittling down to the top 4 and 5.
And to give her just due, Kenya Pleaser of the Sumter, South Carolina Pleasers. Yes.
Yeah.
She sashayed away and she is proud so that every other Black gay boy can see that they can make it too. Of course, that story has been told far too many times because of the discrimination, that folks get, that they get. So pretty much all of them have similar stories that we are trying to override and move past. Okay, it is 2026.
Yeah,
ain't nobody gonna stop doing it. So it is what it is. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, Emmy winning, these racking up the Emmys.
I'm gonna say it again. They need to put in some category for drag or something that is similar in these other categories. Put them in there for whatever the drag folks do on shows, because it has to be recognized, not just on the letterfolk shows. You know what I'm saying? They have to, because it's similar in variety. It's similar. I don't know, but I don't want to discount the Drag Race that gets Emmy. Is it Emmy that they get nighttime shows?
Yeah, they have been winning. They've been winning for reality TV.
There you go.
I think maybe variety show, but I think just reality TV for like 18 years in a row until Traders came along and finally started to beat them.
Okay. So even though they are, getting their just due with that respect, they're still comparable in talent as, best whatever. And, so find a way to put them in there, because they shouldn't be excluded. They shouldn't only just be recognized on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like when they have composers and whatnot. Well, if that RDR live or whatever, what they do, the on Drag Race, the
Rusical? Are you talking about
Rusical? Thank you. So composers win for different things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was really good. So the composer should be nominated, as well as other composers for the work they've done elsewhere. That's what I'm trying to convey, y'all, in case I didn't make it clearer before. So big ups to all of them, because they are talented as the fuck. Hello? Somebody. Well, that was it. Was that it?
That was it. That's makeover challenge next week. I just
gotta see. Gonna make over some cowboys, girl.
Some bricks. Whoa, they got
yippee-ki-yay.
That is gonna be some rough work to get these cow. Ooh,
they bricklaying.
I mean, these are some masculine men walking in. So good.
Now these aren't bricks, meaning trans. We're talking about, like she just said, some men that look real hard.
Yeah. Jokingly brick, yeah.
Interesting. So 6 queens left. Okay, we winding down, y'all. Season 12 next week. We're going to let you know about our shows coming through as the week progresses. So stay tuned. And how you can stay tuned is being subscribed, of course, And when you're subscribed, you'll see a parentheses around the bell. The bell could be white, the bell could be black, whatever color it is, whatever shade it is, make sure that it is clicked and pounded on, and make sure it is a part of your repertoire. Now, y'all, we're going to find out what Erin is when she's not talking ish with me.
You can catch me on Facebook, Psychic Erin Boyd. You can also catch me on Instagram and Threads, psychic_ELB. Hit me up in the DMs if you would like to get a psychic reading, or just friend me on social media.
And y'all, please do. And if I'm not mistaken, you did mention she had a reading. Someone reported back and just was wowed by the positive that came out of that. It was actually some true stuff that came through, right? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, and I think they would be okay if I just disclose this little bit of information. I said some people are going to be let go from your job soon, and that is going to allow for you to ask for a raise, because they were very much needing, looking in the money area. And then they sent me a text, and this reading was on Valentine's Day, and I just got a voice note to be like, I had to let you know, I had to let that my manager and the supervisor above my manager both quit today. And I met with the director, and they said, what is your feedback, or what we want to hear from you? And he said, I need more money. So we're just waiting to find out what their counter offer is about what the raise, how that went through. So that was pretty much spot on to what had been predicted. So I always appreciate that feedback, because doing these kinds of readings and whatnot, the pragmatist in me even doubts myself sometimes.
Hashtag the proof is in the pudding.
Hey, some important things are gonna be that, yes.
And I can echo the same sentiment when I have my most recent reading. So yeah, I would not allow this conversation piece to continue on this channel if I didn't believe it to be true. So this ain't fluff. This is the real deal. If I haven't said it already, it's the real doggone deal. So congratulations.
Thank you. You're an excellent support. And, shout out to all of you. Thank you for your support.
And with that, y'all, we are out. Y'all have a great weekend. Don't forget to love the woman that you know, and just, give some consideration to the women you don't. It is Women's Month. Celebrate all women, all women, all women. Okay? All right. See y'all. Bye.